Hey everyone, Pupsker here. Today in Warframe, we're going to be going over the latest heavy scythe weapon, brand new to the game, the Hespar. Since it is a new type of weapon, that means it has a new type of stance, and that stance would be the Galeforce Dawn stance, which can be pretty much acquired just from running some of the new Angels of the Zariman missions. So just run those new missions. It can drop off enemies, exterminates, I think also Void Armageddon. So just run the rotations of that, and there's a decent enough chance you will end up getting Galeforce Dawn. The blueprints for the entire weapon are as follows. To get the general blueprint for the weapon, you have to run the high-level Zariman bounty. Unfortunately, it has a pretty low drop chance, around like 6% to 7%, so that might take you a little bit. For the blade blueprint, you only need one, but you do need to grab it on the Void Armageddon mission as a C drop rotation, and I believe the Galeforce Dawn also drops as a C drop rotation on the Void Armageddon, so you might get one or the other, but you can also just get the stance from enemies or just running the game. So you may just get it, okay? Just running Angels of the Zariman. And then for the handle blueprint, that is a Void Cascade C drop rotation, so you're just going to have to take a while to farm those. I think the blade and the handle are a 10% drop, so it's going to take a little bit to actually get those. All the gameplay you see in the background will just be me using Wisp with the heavy scythe, because the Hespar is pretty cool, but since it is a heavy scythe, it's a heavy weapon, right? It attacks a little slow, so I like to use a secondary character or speed boost one way or another. The new combos for it, for the new, stance, I think is actually pretty good. I like playing at it as it, but I'll show you more of that later. For now, let's just talk about the weapon. It is generally a decent weapon, nothing too good, nothing too terrible, it's just decent, right? Its primary source of damage is slash, so that's not too bad, but it does only have a pretty low innate crit with a 24% crit chance and 2.2 times crit multiplier, but it does have 28% status, so it rolls a little higher on the status chance. That being said, with a weapon like this, with these stats, you can just roll whatever you want on it. You can roll a combo build, you can roll just a general run into the game build, you can roll a heavy attack build, really it's up to you. Anything on this weapon just kind of works, as it is a good mid-range endgame weapon. It's never going to be godly because 24% crit chance, 28% status, very good, very high, but not the highest. It would generally get beat out, right, by weapons like the Paracesis anyways, but there's a lot of weapons in Warframe that are ridiculously good, like the, Gram Prime, Cronin Prime, all great weapons that would do better than these, have higher damage, but that's fine because there's a ton of weapons in the game and they all do good and or high damage, and this is a new one of those. So build it however you want, okay? It has the innate slot polarity for Galeforce Dawn as a V polarity, so you're already good to go there, right? And it's just a good weapon. So this is my current build that I'm running, right? Obviously, Galeforce Dawn on the top. I have Toxin status, Cold, Heat status, so that's just so I can throw on some viral heat right there. Berserker Fury and Condition Overload for the usual attack speed and damage, especially since I also hit heat on this. I like Condition Overload and even more, but all of that is like pretty general, right? Primed Reach here for the V-slot polarity. If you really want, and if you really care about combo, you can swap that out for a quick Blood Rush, right? Just if you want to do more damage, if you don't want to do a full combo build. If not, you'd also probably want to throw off the heat for the, Weeping Wounds, if you want to do like the full Weeping Wounds Blood Rush combo. But I digress, it really doesn't matter, right? And then you have Organ Shatter for crit damage, and then Sacrificial Steel for more crit chance. Naturally, you'll always want to throw this one in over the general True Steel if you can afford it, but this is more of a, hey, if you have enough formas to waste, use it. So this is my current build that I'm using, right? Damage is overall good, crit is good, status is high. You can always throw around whatever you want. As I said before, you can throw on a combo build if you more prefer running the full combo. Or you can throw on a heavy attack build if you like the way this new weapon uses its heavy attacks. But either way, that is the current build, and probably only build I'll bother using on this weapon for this time. I found that since Angels of the Zariman interacts a little differently than the other missions. Combo is a little not as good. In my case, it's because I'm just more so killing some enemies and then running around looking for void plumes, right? I just don't have time to keep my combo up, nor do I care to throw on any sort of focus trees or amps to augment my combo duration. So yeah, that is the kind of build I will be running there. So I'll go take you over to the simulacrum so we can actually see more of like slower attack speeds of the combos, because it is a new stance, right, with the Galeforce Dawn. So I thought it would be a good idea just to take a quick look at the slow speeds of the attack of the weapon to see if you can actually use it, well, or if you actually like it. All the footage in the background is me just destroying enemies as Wisp using the Hespar, right? So it goes a little fast. It might not be as reliable as you want it, right? But all in all, the Hespar is a pretty cool weapon. Again, it does slash innately, so you already know it's really strong. You just have to just generally build it for whatever you feel like running. But it doesn't have the highest numbers other than that, so meh, whatever. So I'll throw up some corrupted bombirds, right? That's what everyone likes to throw up. Eximus? Nah, we'll throw on regular units, pause AI. I just want to show them off to see how the combo works. Oh yeah, I had the Arachnoids on earlier. No, these guys are cool too. So this is the general weapon. It is huge, it looks awesome. It's a heavy scythe, right? The regular attack just attacks like this. Obviously, like I said, it attacks slowly. This is with Berserker Fury on. Once you get a kill, naturally, attack speed goes burr. It'll go up there, but it's gonna take you a while. Damage will naturally go up once you start building your combo as well, but I'm not here for that. Yeah, obviously once you get those 2 initial kills, the attack speed on it seems pretty good, but that's why I always like to augment it with a haste reservoir or something like that, because even more attack speed is even better. So this is me guarding, holding the back attack, so yeah, actually that's not too bad as a defensive maneuver. This is just guard and attack, which honestly just kind of attacks in place. This is just normal attack. Okay, yeah, it's the same. And then guard forward attack. Let's see how that kind of goes, right? It pops the ground and then does a lot of attacks like that in place. And honestly, I've been liking this attack a lot lately, especially when I do get speed boosts because it goes a lot faster. So hey, this will be the general build I'm going to be using, the general weapon attacks I'll be using. The combo, or sorry, the heavy attack is really cool. Let me show you why. You just kind of, you swing it up and then you get ready to just one-shot everything. So if you want to build it with a combo attack, it would look really cool and be really good. Heavy attack. I just don't use heavy attacks a lot. And of course, you'll get all of those like slash procs, you'll get the heat procs, and if they had HP, you'll get like more viral procs. But these enemies are all armor. That's why I wanted to throw on this, because with the heat, you know, it kind of takes care of that armor for you there. So yeah, that is the build I'm going to be using with my Hespar. Those are the general attacks. They do well, okay? It is a cool weapon, and you can very quickly get a quick slam kill to increase your speeds, or there's usually weaker enemies compared to level 180 Arachnoids that you can quickly one-tap to get that quick burst of speed off. But hey, that's how it goes. This is the Hespar, and that is the damage it does with, you know, primed reach. It's nice that it hits everyone, so I'm going to be having a lot of fun on this weapon. Join me along if you will, whether that's on Twitch, YouTube, or any one of my other social medias. You can always support the channel using Epic Games Store creator code Pupsker when you buy anything there. So yeah, thank you all, and I will see you later. Peace.